we're here with the founder for BPM for Business, 𝗖𝗀. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your story, the journey to IT? I know that influenced your decision to open this company.
Hi, this is 𝗖𝗀. Thank you for having me. I have around 14 years of IT experience by now. So I did my graduation in mechanical, one of the streams in mechanical. I pursued my engineering for 4 years, post which I took up a job with Wipro Technologies, which was pretty much on a programming front. Um, they definitely, once I was placed, they trained me on a couple of technologies like Java and SQL, which is meant for database querying. However, thriving, learning the technology the first year was really challenging. By the end of first year, I pretty much decided that programming is not my cup of tea.
So I know a lot of our viewers right now probably can relate to that story. You know, just graduated, not sure how to enter the IT industry. So what exactly, who are your classes for? What?
That's a very interesting question. Our classes are for anyone who thinks they have they see problems in the real world and they can transform that into a solution. It could be just automating a manual process which is existing, which they have been looking at every day. It could be a queue they have been going and standing into, which can be transformed into a workflow. It is for them. Anyone who is a graduate, who understands, who can read and write English, can take up our classes, understand how enterprise application development is done, and solve real world problems. If that makes sense.
So going on, how would you really explain, what BPM is to the common person who is maybe coming from a non-IT background who is interested in your course?
Okay. So BPM predominantly stands for business process management. If you go into internet, just define BPM, and Google gives you a fancy definition where you can optimize or fine tune a process and build, analyze, and do stuff like that. That's a too fancy definition for a layman to understand. How I look at it is, for example, like someone who's selling tea is having a tea business. It's a small business. Someone who's trying to sell vegetables is having a vegetable business. So, for example, if a service provider like a Geo in India, which is run by Reliance, so that's a bigger, larger business. So that is a sense of business. What's the process? For example, to accommodate any task, for example, to just make this fabric, they have to follow certain steps, right? That those steps are pretty much what is a process to complete this fabric. Same thing is true just to make a tea. To make a tea, you will have to boil water, add the tea dust, and sugar and milk. So if you follow those steps, the end product is your tea. Same thing goes in manufacturing an automobile. If you go into a Toyota plant and you see there's assembly line, there is a set of processes which they follow. In the end, the byproduct is your car. So that is a process. So now that we know what is a business, what is a process, what's management, just looking at it, for example, if I'm owning a Tesla and if I have any issue in my Tesla, I won't be calling Elon and saying, hey Elon, this stuff is not working. No, I don't do that. I would call the customer service. Why? Elon Musk is managing this company. He has people who he is managing, also processes which he is managing, right? So that's the understanding of management. Business process management pretty much stands for this.
So our next question is, what is low code? What is Pega exactly?
So let me jump on to your first question. What is low code? Low code is pretty much like a platform which will help you build enterprise applications without needing to know a syntax for a given language. You can use tools like drag and drop and build enterprise applications. For example, could be a claim processing application, could be a HR onboarding application for candidates. Typically, in a conventional programming, you would need way too many techniques to be learned, from the syntax, from writing SQL queries to the database, designing user interface. You need to know HTML, JavaScript, and stuff. So low code kind of abstracts everything and gives you a drag and drop sort of a feature where you can pull all these components together and spin off an enterprise application. What is Pega? There are a lot of low-code platforms today which are booming in the market. Few of the giants in that market are, of course, the number one is Pega. Pega is owned by Pega Systems, and other few products are Appian, and there are a few other as well. But these two are like kind of leaders in terms of low-code platforms which are being offered today. So Pega is a low-code development platform where you can build enterprise applications, especially workflows, which kind of eliminate a lot of manual processing and introduces automation to any process which you're trying to orchestrate. Could be like shared in any of the sectors, banking, finance, security. There is so much manual process today which can be automated. These are the tools which will help you do it. So Pega is something which we have chosen because the market is so hot and lucrative jobs are waiting there for anyone who can learn this platform and build enterprise applications for you. Hope I answered the question.
Um, so then my next question is, do we need Pega software or any software to take your classes?
Uh, so as to say, like, you don't have to buy a license or anything. We'll be providing you with the platform where you can build that. There is something called as a personal edition which you can use locally on your system and learn, get your hands dirty and learn this particular platform, building your own solutions and figure out what all offering does this product have, understand each and every component with us, where we handhold you and help you understand what each and every concept is all about.
So does this mean we don't need to know the other languages, JavaScript, Java, Python?
See, if you already know that, it's a good thing, but is it a necessity? Is it a mandate to learn this particular platform? Absolutely not. This is for laymen who don't understand what is Java, C, all these languages are all about. There's abstraction model where all these things is hidden, but you will be just using a novel understanding of using a product to build your enterprise applications. And the answer is no, you don't need to know any of the coding languages to learn this platform.
So your course is, for anyone with an IT background or without an IT background to build enterprise applications using low-code software.
Absolutely. You take me as example. I am from a non-IT background. I come from a mechanical stream, but still I have been able to do that successfully. And I believe anyone who has a degree, a college degree, can learn this particular platform and build wonderful solutions which solve real world problems.
And how long is your course?
The initial understanding of the product would need at least of 3 months of a hands-on training with us to learn this, and later they can advance it further for whatever duration they want. If low-code careers interest you, request for a demo with us. The link is in the description. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel to know more on what you can achieve. Thank you.